Making videos on YouTube. It has its downsides, such as the following. Now, if that's not an opening segment, I don't know what is. Greetings, fellow Vita fans. This is James with PS Vita at 2 a.m. coming at you once again with another exciting video. And if you're new here, love everything PlayStation Vita, don't forget to subscribe. And of course, thoughts and opinions are always welcome in the comment section. Time to pull out the world's smallest violin for me because I have a channel update for you guys. And, it's not good. The title and thumbnail don't lie. Now, I don't do a whole lot of channel updates on this, channel. I try to limit them to only like once or twice a year at most. Not that I have them scheduled or anything, but I had to do one a little bit sooner than I had anticipated just because some things have been going awry on here, at least when it comes to behind the scenes. Saddle up, for we're heading into some drama. So, I'm sure as many of you guys know, when you're a content creator on YouTube, the one thing you fear the most above all else is copyright, or as we call it, the C word. Wait a minute, that wasn't right. It's our biggest roadblock. The struggle is real. Now, this is especially true when you're doing gaming content where you always have to have third-party footage in order to even be classified as a gaming YouTube channel. Same thing applies to people who review movies, TV shows, and the like. And even then, some people prefer not to even show footage and just have themselves talking about it for fear of the big C. See? It's just something we're all forced to deal with. And this is especially true with video games because, you gotta see the game in action. I can't just sit in front of a camera and tell you how a game plays. You actually want to see it in motion. Especially when I'm talking about a game with waifus. Humana, 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 humana. Now, for the most part, now in the year 2022, and even much earlier than that, gaming developers out there have realized that, hey, these YouTubers showing footage of our game is actually basically free advertisement for us. So they welcome it, at least for the most part. There are still some of the bigger companies that'll issue copyright strikes to creators if they gave them a bad review and for whatnot, but as long as we're commenting on the footage, it falls under fair use, and a transformative use at that. I've always loved that word, especially now that I'm doing YouTube. So in that aspect, everything is A-okay. Things have been changing for the better, and they weren't always like that because the earlier days of YouTube, well, they could be pretty scary. Now, granted, that's based off only what I've heard since I haven't been doing YouTube for very long in the grand scheme of things, but from what I was seeing back in the day as a viewer, yeah, things have gotten better. That is when it comes down to actual music, though. For some reason, the whole copyright infringement thing doesn't seem to work quite as well under a transformative and fair use when it comes to music. Even having just a little bit of third-party music in a video can get you in trouble. I mean, heck, even if you have just music playing in the background like on your radio, for instance, it can pick it up and get you in hot water. Dang, that's hardcore. And unfortunately, I have somewhat fallen victim to this these past few months. Remember that whole world's smallest violin? Well, get it ready. In fact, truth to tell, this has actually been happening since around last Christmas, but it wasn't a huge issue, so I didn't really feel like there was a necessary to bring it up to you guys, but now I think we've gotten to the point to where it's worth discussing. So, when I first started doing YouTube back in 2017, I wanted to make sure that all of my videos would be pleasant for you guys. I wanted you to have some music to listen to while I talk, along with an ending theme, an opening theme, which I guess was just crickets, so I don't know if that exactly counts as music, but you get what I'm saying. Now, at first, I did a handful of videos with old retro video game music, like from the Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis, for instance. Turtles in Time Sewer theme was one of my personal faves. But then, as time went on, I thought to myself, well, it's still third-party music, and who knows, they could, legally within their right, strike me asunder for using it. I highly doubt they would, because, it's older music from the 90s that probably they just could care less about at this point, unless you're Nintendo. But still, didn't want to take any chances, so I headed right over to the audio library channel, and as you can see from the title, it's music for content creators. Royalty-free music at that. This was my face after I read that title, and this just sounded perfect to me. So I went through their videos, found the best ones that I liked that I felt would kind of complement the channel. I'd say roughly about 10 to 15 tracks or so, and I have been using them throughout the years here. Now, originally, when I was first looking into it, I had heard that there could be some instances where certain companies would like a song and would buy the rights to it, and then you could no longer use it. And I'm pretty sure you know where we're going from here. I was naive at the time, and I just thought to myself, well, I mean, it's probably pretty rare. I'm only planning to use 10 or 15 songs, so what's the harm, right? Well, fast forward 4 years later, and there's been some harm. Because you see, it seems that certain companies out there have bought the rights to, of course, some of the songs that I've been using, and have thus been hitting me with copyright claims. Now, this isn't a strike. A copyright copyright strike, you get 3 of those, much like in baseball, and that's it, you're out. I sense a metaphor there. But with a copyright claim, it's not quite as bad. It just means that whoever owns the music now will either prevent the content creator from monetizing it, or they will receive all of the royalty from it. They can also block anyone from seeing it too if they wish. And honestly, even though it can be kind of a pain, I don't really mind copyright claims. I mean, they're just things that happen. And like I mentioned in a previous video, it happened to me with WWE. I literally used about a 10-second clip of Daniel Bryan saying yes, and they found out about it. Even blocking it in certain territories for some weird reason. Even for 10 seconds? Dang. Who knew the word yes could be so offensive? So, needless to say, I will no longer be using music from this source anymore. In fact, because issues like this can arise on YouTube, they recommend that you use music directly from them, which is what I'm going to be doing going forward. So you're going to be noticing that the music on this channel is going to be changing, and unfortunately, that's going to have to go also for my ending theme. And I know a lot of you have stated in the past that you really enjoy the music on this channel, so I'm really sorry about that. I'm going to try and see if I can find some music that mirrored what I had before, including my ending theme, so you might see that changing every now and then until I find one that really sticks with me. But yeah, I just don't want to take any more chances, especially with my ending theme, because as you guys probably know at this point, like 95% of my videos have that clip at the very end of them, so I really hope that one doesn't get hit. So far it hasn't, but again, yeah, it's just not worth taking the risk, which is why I am making this video in the first place. You see, so far they've only been copyright claimed, but my greatest fear is that these companies could start issuing strikes on me, and at that point, I'm just basically at their mercy. It's either wait and see what happens or delete all of the videos I've made up to this point. Plot twist, I really prefer not to do that. So I'm gonna try and contact them, see what we can resolve over this. And again, you know, even if I get it resolved with one company, how do I know another company's not gonna own the rights to another song that was previously royalty free? So yeah, kind of not in a good position now, but we'll just have to wait and see what happens. And again, I wanted to bring this to all of your attention because just in case I do ever get strikes on this channel and I get 3 of them like simultaneously, it could be possible this channel might no longer exist. So anyway, don't want to scare anyone. I think it's going to be all right. So far, they've only been automated copyright claims and no one individually has been singling me out. So I got a good feeling that it's going to be okay, but you never know. And I just thought I'd give you all a heads up. And that's going to be it for, I guess, today, guys. Just wanted to keep you in the know of what's been going on behind the scenes here. And hey, if any of you are knowledgeable in this category, please leave me some suggestions down below of what I could do to resolve all this. It really would be much appreciated. And as always, fellow Vita fans, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. It really means a lot to me. Love you all, and I'll see you next time. This video has been brought to you in part by all of these wonderfully generous supporters who help make this content possible. So a huge thank you goes out to Michael O'Connor, H-Hitter, Jelly, Joseph Shavak, Richard Cruz, PS Vita S, Adam Sondi, Hero Acer, David Ray, Wendy K, Hemdall Imbert, Gutter Drums, BMF, Claimer Malarkey, VG Legends, Jared Hado, Kevin Enright, Heston Joseph, Crazy Cat, Rodrigo Vera, Phantom XRS, Saul Ramirez, Kyle Brooks, JR, Silica, Per Sterner, Adam Thury, Sculpture Tugel TCG, Chris Foxhound, Sabin Fire, Dr. Super Artie, Ricardo Martinez, Donut Valley, Nintendo Switch at 2 AM, Azumara, 1488 Dental, Rizal Pliskin, Buzz Sayin, Hector Gonzalez, Kayonko, Burzin Mystery, Juan M. Hermosillo, Eric DeWitt, Tasha Monty, Mazgus, Mad Hargett, Robert Sylvester, Aridri, No Good, Lacerated 87, Jamie, Makis Blob, B Mystery, Matt Fox, Reiko Star, Neo Arashi, Milk Sama, Bushin Ryu Cat, Mishuga 360, Shin Snake, Alan Iwazuk, and Zikredo. And a special thank you to Jun Chang for the recent PayPal donation. If you would be interested in supporting the channel and seeing your name on this end screen here, or if you wish to remain anonymous, that can be provided too, then make sure to check the links down in the description below. I have numerous ways for you to do this down there. Can't support in this manner? Don't worry about it. I also have some affiliate links from Amazon and PlayAsia in the video description for anyone who is interested in purchasing something from their website. They carry a variety of PS Vita related material, video games in general, and whatnot. And I have channel merchandise, and of course, as always, likes and shares can help equally as much. And I guess without further ado, I introduce to you all my new ending theme for the channel, at least for now.